Some scenes in the following video may be unsuitable for very young children.
Hello and welcome to Let's Talk Retro, the show episode 3.
Halloween special!
Yes, it's a Halloween themed special this month, and we've got coming up 1 minute of uninterrupted gameplay.
Got a top 5 Halloween games.
And lots of other fun Halloween stuff as well, so stay tuned for that. But first up, as always, it's time for the
news. Hello and welcome to the news. Today we're going to tell you about the London retro video game market. Now this is an event for the first time it's being held in London. It's from Replay Events, so some of you guys may have been to some of the events before. It's in the UK, as I said, in London. It's being held at the Royal National Hotel. This is in Russell Square, so nice and easy to get to. It starts from 11 AM up until 5. You can get tickets, and they're even doing an early entry ticket, so you can get there and grab the bargains before anyone else. And it promises to be a great event.
So now it's time for something from our collection, and this month it's something from my collection, something that I've had fairly recently added to the collection, and it's this, House of the Dead 2 on the Dreamcast.
So keeping in line with the Halloween special.
Yeah, it's a good one to have on today's show. And I don't know, do you remember this? Did you play this back in the day?
I had this. It came out in '99, obviously for the Dreamcast, and this one comes with the gun.
Yeah, this one actually in this box version there is the gun. Do you want to just read the blurb that's on the back?
Here we go. Right, Dreamcast brings you the House of the Dead 2. Once again in all its gory glory. So this is a sequel to House of the Dead on the Saturn, if you remember that. And it says here, this arcade perfect conversion will leave you quaking in your boots as you battle against a multitude of undead enemies. As well as the original arcade mode, Dreamcast has added masses of extra effects, but take heed, it's not for the faint-hearted. Go it alone or team up with a friend, it's up to you, but you have been warned. Don't go into the house alone.
Ooh, it all sounds a bit scary.
That's it. There's the box art. From the back, you've seen the front, there's the back. Nice big box. Very graphical.
Should we open it up and have a look and see what's inside?
Yeah.
So, opening it up. First of all, we have the game. So that's nice boxed copy.
Yeah, that's what you want in a Love those Dreamcast cases.
Of course, they were different in the US, weren't they?
Yeah, I think they were. Yeah,
just more like a normal CD case, I think, in the US.
So these, unfortunately, like many plastic game cases, they break here and here. But this is in great nick.
Yeah, it's
the inlay needs a little bit of attention there, but that's all right.
Yeah.
So that's
and then obviously also in the box we had the gun itself, the light gun, and so you can put your VM unit in the top there.
So that's the Dreamcast memory pack that also was interactive, so it had a little screen on and it would show you different things, and there were some games that had puzzles and things on there.
So goes in the top there, and then down the bottom there you've got your, I presume the A button's the trigger, because it's got a B button on the back. So the A button must be the trigger, and that's the B button. Then you got your start button, and then a D-pad as well. So and I remember that, I think like with any light gun game, when you're shooting, and then when you run out of bullets you have to
shoot off screen to reload.
Right? And then so it's got me wanting to play it now. Do you want to give it a go?
Yeah, let's give it a go.
All right, grab my chair and we'll go up and give it a play. Right, so we're back on the sofa after giving that game a blast, and I quite enjoyed that. Did you?
I remember being much better at it than I was today, but never mind. Yeah, a bit out of practice, but yeah, I tell you what got me was the weight of the gun. Maybe I'm just limp-wristed, but I found it really heavy with the VMU in, but I'm just weak as it is. But yeah, it was great.
Just getting on a bit, that's what it is.
Yeah,
I've got the strength you once had.
That's it, I need to work out, I think. But yeah, great fun, great shooter. You've got to remember the kind of like the events that happen through the game. Yeah, exactly, the sequence. And once you've mastered that, then that's the key to being good at that game.
Yeah, and I really enjoyed it. So it's the first time I've really given it a play. I think I might have played it once or twice in the arcade. But yeah, that's the first time I really played it and I enjoyed it. Pretty good on the rails shooter. You can't really, you know what you're going to get with that sort of game, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's just a
little power-ups and things down the way, and extra lives if you save the hostages.
And definitely a good game to play around this time of year, around Halloween. You know? Although it didn't really scare me much.
No, I did see you jump a few times. But yeah, no, it's a great game.
Anyway, so that's something from our collection. So here we go, guys, it's picture quiz time.
Yes, and it's a spooky one this time, and who would live in a haunted house like this?
I think this is quite a hard quiz this time, so make the most of it. This is probably the easiest one. Answers coming in 5.
And if you guess Resident Evil, you'd be right. And I wonder if any horror novels have been typed on that typewriter.
Moving on to our next picture, we've got this one. There's some vines and it's a bit purpley.
This place looks a bit too scary for Tarzan. The answer's coming up.
Yes, and here's the answer. It's Splatterhouse 2 on the Mega Drive. And if you got that one, I think you did really well.
Right, on this one I see some candles and some strange blue object.
I'm sure if you're really into your retro games, you'll have some idea what this one is, but the answer's coming up in just a sec.
If you guessed Castlevania, you're right. If you'd guessed Castlevania Symphony of the Night on the PS1, then bonus points for you.
Yes, I hope you enjoyed that spooky picture quiz. Don't forget to put your score in the comments and also let us know whether you enjoyed it, and if so, would you like another one next month?
5 games to check out this Halloween.
So now it's on to our top 5 horror games to check out this Halloween.
Okay, first up, this is a game called Chiller that was originally out in the arcade back in 1986. And as you can see, it's certainly not for the faint-hearted. It is graphically horrific.
Yes, and I think that's why we put it at number 5 in our games to check out, because it is definitely different. I've never seen a game like this before, to be honest. And I've never seen it until you actually showed it to me just now, James.
Well, I didn't actually know about this game till recently. Found it on YouTube, and as you can see, it's graphic as hell. The idea is that you shoot these poor people that are chained to things and tied to chairs, and there's a bloke there with head in a vice. And the idea is you've got to shoot as many of these people and objects as quick as possible before the timer runs out.
And anybody who watches the channel on a regular basis will know our good friend Dave, and he's just popped in, and the look of horror on his face as he sees us playing this game is quite unbelievable. What do you think of this, Dave?
Well, the only thing I can say is it's a bit messed up, but at least the people get to keep their pants on.
Right, let's just try and summarise what exactly is going on here. There's people tied to tables. There's a bloke that leans out of a stairway chucking knives at people. There's a river of blood with random body parts floating past. And all sorts of nasty stuff.
But that said, it's still at number 5 in our games to check out this Halloween.
Okay, next game we're checking out now at number 4 is Nightmare on Elm Street, and this is on the NES, and it's been released by LGN, which some might say is a horror in itself.
Yeah, I always enjoyed the Nightmare on Elm Street films when I was a young lad, and always got them out and watched them at Halloween, and I'm not really sure what's going on in this, James, do you know?
So as I said, this game is released by LJN, but actually created by the great brand Rare. Okay, so the plot of this game is based around some spooky happenings in the night on Elm Street, and the idea is to travel different levels collecting Freddy's bones. Once you've collected all the bones throughout the game, you've got to stay alive and make it to the high school furnace. But it's getting late and you can feel your eyelids getting heavier and heavier. Can you make it to the furnace and destroy Freddy?
So the plot then basically sounds the same as the movie to me, minus the spiders, snakes and the moving platforms.
Okay, up now at number 3 is Splatterhouse. Now Colin, I know you know a bit about this game.
So yes, this is the TurboGrafx version of Splatterhouse. It's a beat-em-up slasher arcade game developed by publisher Namco. Due to its violent nature as well as some of its questionable enemies, the TurboGrafx 16 port of Splatterhouse had a parental advisory warning of sorts printed on the front cover of the box. The warning read, "The horrifying theme of this game may be inappropriate for young children and cowards." In the game, the player controls Rick, a parapsychology student who is trapped inside West Mansion. After his resurrection by the Terror Mask, Rick makes his way through the mansion, fighting off hordes of creatures in a vain attempt to save his girlfriend Jennifer from a grisly fate. Players of the game will also recognise a number of Western horror film influences such as Friday the 13th and The Evil Dead 2.
That's another game that's worth checking out this Halloween. And at number 2, who are you going to call? Yes, it's the Ghostbusters.
Yes, I'm so excited. This is at number 2 because this is, for me, is a pure retro classic. So this is the Commodore 64 version, which was designed and created by David Crane. And the amazing thing I always found about this game is the primary aim isn't just to rid the city of all the ghosts and ghouls, but is actually to try and make some profit for your business.
You can't just live on ectoplasm. Ghostbusters have got to eat too.
And just listening to that Sid Chip bellow out that Ghostbusters anthem just puts chills down my spine. So at number 1 it's Resident Evil, and it could really be any of the Resident Evil games. We enjoy them all, but we've gone for Resident Evil 2.
And if the zombies don't scare you, the camera angle certainly will.
I don't know, it's kind of cool because you can't really see into every single corner, so you don't quite know what's there. You could be walking into a giant spider, zombie, or you might make it around the next bend.
Yes, Dave, that is a valid point, and that sometimes the camera angles do make the game slightly better in a weird sort of way.
Now, one thing that made this slightly harder over the other games is that the ammunition and weapons were certainly more scarce than the other titles, but it made you think more and less trigger happy.
And I think the good thing about the second one is the voice acting isn't quite as wooden as the first. And another good thing is that you know the background story. You've already been introduced to the Umbrella Corporation and the virus, and you're just thrown straight in at the deep end.
Stay back! Don't come any closer! Stay back!
Well, this wraps up our countdown of 5 games to play for Halloween, and if you've only got time to play one, it has to be Resident Evil 2.
So now it's time for our shoutouts of the month.
Spooky shoutouts!
Yes, it's still all a bit spooky here at Let's Talk Retro Towers. If you're a fairly new subscriber, if you want to watch along the bottom of the screen now, we're going to put like a list of all our new subscribers along there, just to give you all
shame.
Yeah, just to give you a little thank you, basically, just to give something back.
That's it, yeah.
Not much, but
thanks to everyone who subscribed, and
yeah,
not just on YouTube, on Twitter and Instagram.
Instagram, yeah, we really appreciate it, don't we? You know, it's just can't believe so many people are interested in us.
Yeah, it's good. Thank you.
But anyway, so the shout-outs of the month, and my shout of the month, I'll go first. That's all right with you.
You carry on.
Is to Retro Gamer Addict, and he's someone I've recently come across on YouTube, and this guy just completely cracks me up. I've just had so much fun laughing at his videos. I liken him to the Carl Pilkington of the retro gaming world. He's sort of like, it sounds like he's a northern guy. I don't know where he is, but it sounds like he's northern. Sorry if you're not, mate. But he does some good videos. He's got some Let's Play videos, but he also does his high school challenge. There seems to be a group on Facebook that do high school challenges.
Oh, that's cool.
So he does a video of those, and they're always quite funny, quite amusing. But the thing that really cracks me up is his short video reviews. And when I say short video reviews, they are short, but always very amusing, really funny, and it just completely cracks me up. So that's my shout out of the month. If you want to see a new channel, want to see somebody new, get across and watch Retro Gamer Addict. It's a good channel.
So we put the link in the description.
Yeah, as always.
Okay, my shout out is for the Fluffy Gamer in San Diego over in America. So he's a guy, Goodwill Phil. He may also be known as. He's a guy that goes out to the thrift shops in America, to the thrift stores, and he's got his favourite stores that he goes to, visits them. It's all being filmed, and he'll talk to you about which store it is, where he's going, and he'll film, what's in the store and talk about the prices and all sorts. And the whole idea is just to watch it to see if Fluffy Gamer strikes gold or strikes out, and that's the idea, to see if he gets something really good or if it's just the usual, guff sports games. But yeah, he's got loads of friends on YouTube as well that he gets them in the video. He's got a local guy, Leo, the video game guy, who's got his own channel now. So yeah, he's in the videos. He's got his friend OGP, and they all go out and film retro gaming hunting.
I think I've seen some of his videos. I think I've seen one of him on the toilet. I don't know what he was doing.
He does like this Vegas specials when they go, on a road trip, and he's got friends that collect DVDs, and they'll go to DVD stores and go hunting for games. So it's not all about video games, but most of it is. There's the odd movie thing related as well.
Yeah, sounds good. So
something for everyone.
Yeah. So that's basically our shout-outs of the month, and we'll be back with more next month.
Yeah. Well, that's game over for another spooky episode of the show.
Yeah, somehow we made it to the end alive.
We have, but the power is gone.
Yeah, and we don't know what's going on. I'm a bit freaked out right now.
There's some rather weird noises coming from the kitchen.
And there's just there is some weird noises out there, isn't there?
There is.
But anyway, before we go, I'd just like to say another thank you to Joe Bleeps for allowing us to use his tune Battle Charge for our theme tune. There'll be a link in the description to his website. Sorry if I'm a bit stuttery. I'm just a bit freaked out that the power's gone. But yeah, there'll be a link to Joe's site in the description, so if you want to go and download some of his tracks or his full EP, then do so. We'd appreciate you doing that and helping him out with that.
And if you're going out for Halloween, be safe.
Right, until next time, James, what are we going to do?
Keep it retro.
Yeah, keep it retro, guys. We'll see you soon. So we're still here. Should we we'll try and find out what's happened to the...
Have you got
a torch?
Yeah,
Yes,
I've got one on my phone.
Perhaps we'll have to use that. It's good to see what the fuse box is doing, shall we?
Ah!
Don't leave me on my own.
Ah!
What's going on?
Ah!
James?